This ought to be good.
Is there anything good that he's done? I know you're not a big fan.
This is from. I'm not sure if you guys follow Liberty Hangout. I'm sure you do. They got 1 million subscribers, but this is a Democrat that gets flustered by her facts. So let's.
I'm a fan, but can you point to anything good?
If there's anything good, he's making it an easy target for himself. That's for sure.
Just in his second term as president, there's not one good thing you can point to.
Dude, it's just becoming Nazis again.
You think so? Who else does?
He doesn't believe what he's saying.
In what way?
Shaking his head.
Now I'm in it.
Yeah, now we're
okay.
I assume that you're on the left. You believe in women's rights and stuff. Isn't it a good thing for women to have these people out of their spaces?
As a man, I do agree. It helps you guys.
Great. There we go. So he's doing something good.
Ate his own words on that one. Keep men out of women's restrooms and.
You're not. I'm done.
What about you? What's your reaction to his first month?
Excuse my nervous. It's my first time doing that.
No, you're okay.
I don't like his policies more so than how he's acting.
Okay.
I've already seen most of the news regarding what he's been doing, like the different policies and different executive orders he's already signed. I don't like how he's cutting a lot of certain things from people.
Okay.
And the people he's doing it to don't know it.
Okay.
Or they just refuse to see it, and it hurts them in the long run.
Who are you talking about specifically?
Trump, right?
Yeah. Who's he hurting that might not be seeing it or acknowledging it?
The old people.
Okay.
A lot of the time, I'm 18, right? So I don't know if that constitutes, but my viewpoint. But from what I see, right, I just don't understand it. How they can see what they're doing, or they can't see what they're doing, right?
This guy has no idea what he's saying.
Look at what's happening because it's hurting you.
What is happening that's hurting them?
Cutting the Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, the DEI stuff that he was doing also affects them because of that. It might not help them also. Like some old black people might not be able to have jobs because of the, supreme white people at the top of some corporations.
Supreme white people at the top of some corporations? I've never heard that before. So, is there any corporation that you can pinpoint that has a supreme white person?
This guy's grasping at straws. He's like floundering everywhere. And his answers are not like comprehensive at all.
At the top.
Most of them. I don't have them. I don't have them loaded, but there's a lot of them.
Right, yeah.
I'm a little nervous, but I do have points.
Having fun.
I do have ideas of it.
Yeah.
But the problem that I just see is that they don't like looking at it, and when they do look at it, they just refuse to acknowledge it. It's like, that's my president, even though like felon 45, felon 47, and I'm like, Come on, man. You don't want that. That's what I see.
So you're 18. These older people that you're talking about, probably in their 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Do you think they might have a little bit more experience and wisdom than you to maybe there's reasons why they support Trump that maybe you're not understanding? Because you have vastly different problems, right? And vastly different world experiences. So maybe there's something there that you might not know why they support Trump, and maybe they see these things happening and they're like, there's a lot of corruption in Medicaid, there's a lot of corruption in DEI, and there's a lot of corruption in the federal government. Maybe they've seen this and they're like, we need someone to get in there and get rid of it. Or are they just dumb?
Hang on. It's hard for me to think sometimes.
Oh no, you're fine. If you're too overwhelmed, we definitely don't have to continue. You're fine.
In terms of the wisdom, right? A lot of the old people that I've seen, this goes for, like, an example that I've had is my stepdad, right? He, graduated, I think, college with a certificate in electrical engineering and stuff, but he's a conspiracy nut. And a lot of those conspiracies tie into what Trump's also believing.
Okay.
And as for, like, cutting Medicaid, Medicare, and DEI and Social Security, we need those things. I'm okay with them taking it on my taxes because what Europe does, right? Germany and Switzerland and all that other places, right? They take stuff out of your taxes to pay for certain things. If we have, like Obamacare, right? That was the closest thing that I've seen that was like a universal health care for the United States. It was the closest thing I've seen. Medicare and Medicaid help old people and young people, not go into straight up debt.
Right.
Because if I'm scared to get my teeth fixed, or I'm scared to get a broken bone, I work in the warehouse industry. So if I break something or I mess up one of my bones or my joints, I'm fucked. Sorry, I'm freaked out.
Okay, you're freaked out.
There, you got it. Clip out.
Perfect. All right. Well, is there anything good that he's done? I know you're not a big fan of him, but can you point to anything good?
If there's anything good, he's making it an easy target for himself. That's for sure.
In what way?
he's painting a very big target on himself.
Okay.
By acting this way, and it's not, and it helps people see who he really is sometimes. But if you,
I think he's pretty open, pretty even keel. Might be wrong though. I mean, that's from what I've seen.
Want like a real answer as to what he's done that's good, I can't give you one. Because as far as I know, he's corrupted many businesses he's had. He's corrupted.
Just in his second term as president, there's not one good thing you can point to.
Dude, it's just becoming Nazis again.
You think so? Who else does? Really?
Yeah.
In what way?
Oh, here we go. Now I'm in it.
Yeah. Now we're.
Okay. So, the Nazis back in the day, they divided groups. They divided and conquered, as what Sun Tzu did in The Art of War, right? You divide and conquer. It makes it easier to take things from people. He did the patches for the Jews, and for the gays, he did a pink triangle, right? And that divided them. And if you wore that, you were automatically in that vicinity, right? My brain's too.
This guy's got a mental breakdown.
Too fast.
Take your time.
It makes it easier to hunt those people down and take them out. As with the Arabs and the Latinos and the Hispanics and
Do you think Trump's doing that to them?
Yeah.
How is he taking out Latinos and Hispanics and Arabs?
It does that with the DEI programs. He cuts DEI programs. Those programs.
DEI, that's all. It's inclusive. It's inclusivity.
Help those people get into certain jobs that typically were just barred from them back in the day, right? Just straight up not allowed, right?
So he cut federal DEI programs, which were very, very costly. We've saved billions of dollars alone in just cutting these DEI initiatives and stopped paying these employees to push what he would say is leftist propaganda into our federal government, which isn't needed. We don't need things about how to talk to black people if you're white and how to be an ally to your gay coworker. I think people are smart enough the way they don't need to know that. So cutting that's what he cut. And he cut that from federal employees. Now, private companies are choosing to get rid of that on their own. So I think, does he not have the right within the federal government to say, this is wasteful spending, our deficit, we have a crazy debt. Maybe we should cut down on these things that don't really matter in the workplace. And you think that makes him a Nazi?
Okay.
That's an improvement. What are you talking about? They need to cut that stuff.
I believe that the debt could be solved by just taxing the people that need to be taxed.
Like who?
Literally the billionaires that deserve to be taxed.
If we tax them at 100%,
100%.
but even if we did, it still would not cause even a fraction, a dent into our debt in this country. But Doge coming in and being an advisor to Trump and the other departments has saved us billions of dollars so far, especially in just the firing of unnecessary employees who aren't doing anything. That's a good thing, right?
She's right, and he's looking for help at that point, so a good business owner knows when to actually bring in some advisement.
Instead of taxing people and stealing money from them, we're just going to get rid of people who shouldn't be paid, because I'm paying them, you're paying them. That's not cool, right? But, to a point, I do have to point out, you said, the Nazis would label people and put them into groups. I see the left doing that, giving them pride flags, giving the Hispanics the special label of being, like you're gonna be deported, you're in this certain group. I think the left does a really good job of doing that. They even called Trump supporters the basket of deplorables. They call us racist, they call us Nazis. So I think the group that actually does a lot of the labeling might be the left. Coming up with these pride flags, putting it out in front of their windows to let you know what group they're a part of, and if you're not part of it, they don't want you coming in. Trump supporters, we have that, they label us.
Crossed his arms and backing out.
Us with a lot of terrible things.
He's done with this conversation.
I don't see Trump out there trying to give people images so we know how they identify and what part of group they're in and how they might think and stuff like that. He's just trying to better everybody as a whole, and I see a lot of I really just see a lot with the pride flags out here. That's what came to mind when you said that. Which I don't know. I don't think the left is a bunch of Nazis, but I see no evidence for Trump being a Nazi.
Okay. Is that my phone?
It might be.
He's like distracted now. Still arms crossed.
It's Trump calling to ask why you're calling him a Nazi.
I wouldn't pick up, but...
I wouldn't pick up.
Anything else? We're gonna probably move on here soon, but yeah, anything else you want to add? Nothing good? He's deporting criminals and rapists. That's good, right? As a woman, I don't want to be in a country with illegal aliens who have been convicted of murder and rape. Is that good?
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Listen, the deporting of people, you might say he's deporting criminals and stuff.
Right.
That's like a fraction of what he's deporting.
Okay.
It's mostly, Latinos who come here. Sometimes they don't know they're undocumented and just unknowing.
Don't know they're undocumented. You jump the border, you pretty damn well know you're undocumented. You get smuggled or you sneak your way across the border, you're pretty damn sure you're undocumented. Come through the legal way, you have no problem. Easy stuff.
Get deported because I thought I was an American citizen when they came in illegally as a kid when they were born somewhere else. But they were doing their jobs, they were taxpayers. They paid their taxes and they couldn't even get what they wanted.
You think the majority of people being deported are people with no criminal history?
Yes.
That's not true. No, that's not true. He is focusing first on criminals who, they broke the law coming into the country, but then they further broke the law by committing murder and rape, especially against women. Women
It's very true.
have been very victimized by these illegal aliens. I don't know where you got that from, but he's focusing first on criminal aliens. Isn't that a good thing?
He doesn't even know how to reply to this.
The majority of people that I can see, right, are people who just work. They're like
That's
us.
not true.
Yeah.
This guy's so uneducated. It's not even...
And
I don't even
the
know.
illegal criminals and stuff are part of that fraction. But the
majority of that
is working class people.
No, they're not.
Because they pay into taxes, the IRS counts that. Because they get paid straight up, and the IRS counts that. Then why is there a statistic for illegal people who get paid money, and that goes into taxes like Social Security and Medicaid?
It's not true that that's who's being deported, though. Where did you hear that from?
No.
I have sources to this.
Yeah, what sources are you saying that the majority of
Generalized term, meaning obviously he doesn't.
the illegal immigrants being deported are non-criminals?
I've seen posts from people who are on the MAGA side, who have people who are undocumented and stuff like that.
Who?
I can't give names.
Well, I won't pressure you anymore. I think you're getting overwhelmed. That's okay.
Yeah.
But I do want to let you know, criminals are being deported. Rapists, murderers, people who sexually assault children. These are the people who are being deported. And eventually, once they get out of the country, it is going to be, targeting people who came over illegally in general, which I also support. But that's who's being deported right now. And that is a good thing. And especially as a woman, I don't want people here in this country, even legal citizens here in this country, who rape and murder and target children and women. They should be out of our country. If they're not supposed to be here in general, why don't we just get rid of them? for like, I assume that, you know, you're on the left, you believe in women's rights and stuff. Isn't it a good thing for women to have these people out of their spaces?
Mm-hmm.
My mom, right? She was a very educated woman.
And you didn't follow in that footstep?
She was born deaf. That's a first.
Yeah.
But then became a speech professor.
Okay.
Which is
good for her.
insane. Because typically, you know, deaf people don't really go into places where audio is really necessary, right?
Sure, yeah.
Not true. I have multiple deaf friends that actually go into classrooms where they actually learn cochlear implants, hearing aids. I just met a friend from work whose friend is deaf and she's learning how to communicate without it. Okay. I was keeping in general. My wife is over here giving me tips over here. Yes, I know it's his girlfriend, but I was trying to keep it a little bit general.
Which is an insane accomplishment.
Yes.
She worked for 3 different colleges, one of them as a professor, in speech. And I'm sure,
Okay.
full-heartedly, she would not like what Trump's doing.
I just asked you a yes or no question.
Yeah, talk about defending yourself overly.
Really?
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to your mom. I'm sure she's a wonderful woman. But
As a woman, yes, I agree, right? I'm not a woman, but as a man, I do agree it helps you guys. With
great, there he goes. So he's doing something good.
Came full circle. Now he's walking off like he's been defeated.
You're not. I'm done.
Okay, that's fine. What?
Gotta love those debates.